Today we're going to take a look at another headshot and resume from actress Bree Turner. Hi everybody, Beanmeister22 here. You guys know I'm a fan of Bree Turner. The first thing I remember seeing her in is Deuce Bigalow. Remember she was Fish Tank Girl at the beginning of that show? But the most recent thing I am familiar with her doing, aside from a Comic-Con, would be the TV show Grimm, where she plays Rosalee Calvert. As I've mentioned before, these are considered vintage resumes and headshots because they are not recent. And if you ever wondered what happens to your headshot and resume when you send it in to a production company and you never hear back from them, well, they either just throw them away, they shred them, or people like me end up with them. I know you're thinking, stalker much? No. One of the things I like to do with them is I like to take the early headshots from actors and actresses, and then if I run into them at a Comic-Con or somewhere else, that's what I like to get an autograph on. So far it's been about 50-50 with them being embarrassed about that old headshot or being impressed that I had one of their, finger quotes, vintage, older headshots from when they were just breaking into the industry. So looking at Bree's resume that accompanies this headshot, on the top we have the different films she has been in. And really I had to go look these up because, I know the films, but I don't remember seeing her in these films. American Pie 2, Joe Dirt. Everybody loves the movie Joe Dirt, right? Oh, sorry, Joe Dirte. It has a list of her television shows, and then it lists on the TV shows whether she was a guest star, which means, maybe 1 or 2 episodes, or recurring, which means she could have been in several episodes. Not necessarily a regular on the show, but certainly somebody who's been in at least a handful of episodes. Something common with the actors' earlier resumes, they'll list TV commercials. And in the case of this resume, it says commercials currently running. And really there's no sense in listing that you've been in 50 TV commercials, especially if they are no longer on the air. Something actors commonly will do in this section is they will write lists available upon demand. Or a more polite way to phrase that would be lists available upon request. And of course they will list live theater performances they have been in. I am not much for the theater. I don't care for a live performance. Yeah, I know, that's me. I feel just too embarrassed for them when they flub their lines. Also, I will often overanalyze the dialogue and the presentation to the extent that I can't even enjoy the show. Yeah, that's just me. Now, something that we see Bree has not listed on the bottom of her resume is any special skills that she has. Something we have seen on her previous resumes is instead of listing special skills and abilities, she will list things along those lines under the heading of training. So she has dance with 14 years trained. So it doesn't have to say special skills. Hey, I can dance. It said, look, I have 14 years of dance training. You better be able to dance after 14 years of training, right? All right, what do you think? Do you collect weird things, or do you just stumble upon them? Or in my case, do people just give you weird things? And you have filing cabinets full of actors and actresses' resumes and keep it locked up so your friends don't try to call them or their agent. Where did you get my number again? Yeah, don't want to have that conversation. All right, leave your comments in the comment section. As always, thanks for watching.
Beanmeister22, the most dangerous man on YouTube.